Hello and welcome to Cox Connections. I'm your host, Gary McCullum, Senior Vice President and General Manager for Cox, Virginia. In December 2013, the 9th Annual Student Athletic Achievement Awards at the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame and Museum brought together 16 young people from throughout the state to honor their hard work and commitment on and off the fields and courts of play. Here's a look at the award ceremony.
Senior at Albemarle High School, and I was awarded the Student Athlete of the Year award. The hard work and dedication that I've put in for 4 years of high school has definitely paid off.
Macy plays softball, basketball, and cross country. She wants to be an accountant someday.
I won the Student Athlete Award for the high school girls category. It's a very humbling experience to know that I'm surrounded by these competitive individuals.
Well, my tennis coach actually told me that she was going to nominate me just a few weeks ago, and then I found out that I'd made it to the final four, so I was pretty excited. I was shocked just to be around these other people who are so great at all the sports that they do. So yeah, it really opened my eyes to, I felt pretty accomplished coming here.
My aunt was a coach, and so I grew up watching her games, so she got me interested in it. And then when I was in 5th grade, I started practicing, and I just loved it. I heard them reading off all the achievements, and I was like, wow, that's crazy that they did that. And then I was standing there listening to mine, I was like, wow, I'm pretty proud of myself this far in my life.
Me and Brian Smith, it's just a great honor just to see former Wahoos, and just knowing he came from the same place I come from, and it just Virginians, we always have talent that nobody knows about, so it just feels good to see him come back to Virginia.
I just wanted to be here to help recognize our youth for today, because it's so important to make sure that they understand that what they're doing and the positive things that they have done in their lives doesn't go unnoticed. It's always great, to give them the recognition that they deserve, because it only will propel them in the future to do even greater things. I've accomplished a lot in my short lifetime, but the basis for all of that is just hard work and preparation. And once they see the effort and the hard work that I put into every little daily task that I do, it kind of rub off on them. And I appreciate being able to affect the lives of so many young people, and I just hope that that they can continue to build for themselves.
Tonight is not about the person that wins in each category. It's about 16 kids that are all winners because they've established themselves in 3 areas that we look at, and it shows that if you apply yourself correctly and have your priorities straight, that you can be a good student, you can be a good athlete, but you can also serve your community the way you would hope everyone would.
Joining me now from the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame and Museum are President Eddie Webb and Education Coordinator Elena Traffney. Welcome to the show. What a great video. That is just phenomenal. I mean, the way you showcase those kids. But Eddie, before we go there, 9 years. The Sports Hall of Fame has celebrated young people who, yes, they're into athletics, but they have what you call the total package. What is it, the total package, and why do you celebrate that?
Well, Gary, first off, I think it's important that these kids understand that their whole life is not about one thing. Athletics are certainly important. It's 90% of America's hobby, but you can be successful in more than one area in your life. And teaching these kids that if they take care of their academics, if they serve their community the way that you would want everyone to do, there still is plenty of time for them to become an outstanding athlete.
So what impact, I mean, clearly we've recognized those young folks, those 16 folks, but what impact do they have on their peers? What impact do they have in the community beyond just what we saw in the video?
Well, I think that all kids are looking at the guy or the girl next to them, comparing themselves to to those around them. And I think that these young men and women that are able to establish their priorities and do the right thing in every phase of their life, they are role models for their peers. And I think that anytime that you can find a young man or young woman to be a role model for someone in their own age group, it lifts everyone up.
Elaine, let me turn to you. You also provide educational opportunities. Talk a little bit about some of the things that you're doing.
Sure, yes. And one of our missions at the Hall of Fame is an education aspect of it. And we go out into schools and summer camps, and we offer in-house field trips where we have classroom time with the students, and we kind of take their state standards and math and science as our primary focus, and we kind of show them that you can have fun with those topics. And then if we have outreach programs, so we can actually go into the schools and bring those programs to them, and just let the kids have fun. Move around
So
and
you
learn.
have this Math Mondays and homeschool day. Talk
Yes,
a little bit about
Math
those.
Mondays is new this year. We're actually teamed up with the math department of Portsmouth City Schools. So on Mondays, we are going through to all the elementary schools, and it's about 300 kids per day, so it's a lot of kids, but we have stationed activities, and each station has a different concentration or on a SOL strand that the students may have some difficulty with. So we kind of paired up with the math leads of Portsmouth and kind of saw where they had their extra help, and now we're kind of giving them a different perspective of the math skills, tying it into moving and sports as much as possible.
Right.
So.
And again, it goes back to what we're talking
Yes,
about. It is
exactly.
the total package. It is about being in athletics, but it's also making sure that the kids are getting their academics. We only have just a couple of seconds left. What's new in 2014?
Well, we're
For the Hall.
Beginning of the year, we'll be announcing our new class of inductees, and once again, it'll be a star-studded group. When you look at the state of Virginia, the Commonwealth takes a backseat to no state when it comes to producing great athletes. So we will be announcing that new class soon, and their induction will be April 26th. So we're looking forward to that.
Well, congratulations to both of you. It's a great organization, and recognizing these kids, it doesn't get any better than that. Coming up, learn about this organization's vision for the future and how it will help young people to realize their fullest potential. Stay tuned for more Cox Connections.